You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Wednesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
I've been seeing the word squall used a lot lately because of all the snow squalls going across the province of Ontario right now.
Just Canada getting hammered with squalls.
And I was curious, what is the etymology of the word squall? Where does it come from? Of course, I mean, there is that movie, White Squall, right? About the fishermen out at sea and all that stuff.
I was going to say, it feels like only recently that I've really started to hear it as a winter thing because for the most of my life, squall to me always meant big wave, crazy water thing.
Well, the origin as a noun, it's used like a sudden violent gust of wind, and they do say it's originally a nautical term that was probably used in Scandinavian countries like a Norwegian. It actually compares to the Norwegian word squall, which is a sudden rush of water or to gush or to pour down.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That feels and then you translate that into snow.
But that's squall as a noun. Apparently there's also verbiage for squall, which is to cry out or scream loudly.
You're saying when I stub my toe and I curse super loud, I'm squalling?
Yeah, to cry out. That's basically what it is. But it's also was originally intended as the sound that birds make is a squall.
God, these birds won't stop squalling outside my window.
Yeah. Which I did find interesting because, like you said, for screaming out, that's a squall, but also a sudden gust of wind
or water
would also be a squall as well.
Yeah.
So say you're sitting on the couch and your dog toots in your face and you go, ah!
That's a double squall.
Technically, yeah, a double squall.
You squalled up.
Yeah.
Squall squared.
Yeah. You ever change your baby's diaper and they peed on you while you were doing it and you were like, ah!
That's right. You shout out loud after a sudden splash of water.
Double squall.
You double squall.
Ripping the gravity bong in high school and your mom comes home from work and starts yelling at you.
It's not a double squall. You're both squalling.
Yeah.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Have you seen the photo of William Shatner sitting in his car eating a bowl of cereal?
It honestly almost looks AI. It doesn't look real until you remember that William Shatner's just kind of a weird dude and always has been.
Allegedly, he was pulled up at a stop sign somewhere in Los Angeles and someone snapped this photo of him eating a bowl of cereal at a stop sign.
Doesn't even look like cool cereal. It looks like Raisin Bran.
Totally.
It's boring. I mean, I guess the man's 94 years old. He's probably eating it to keep himself going.
Although that's crazy work, is it not, to eat cereal while driving?
Absolutely insane. Anything out of a bowl is a bad idea because that requires a hand. And then you need another utensil. It's two hands. It's a two-handed procedure to eat cereal while you're driving.
I mean, unless he was driving a Tesla, I guess still illegal, but
I'm sure that any police officer or bylaw, whatever, would frown upon eating a full bowl of Raisin Bran.
Is that distracted driving, technically?
Technically, I've heard that even something as small as eating a burger, which most people wouldn't bat an eye at behind the wheel, is still technically distracted driving.
It's funny because, have you ever watched the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
The episodes here and there.
There's a full-on episode where Dennis gets into a car accident while he's eating a bowl of cereal and spills the milk all over his dashboard, and they're arguing, who's at fault for the damage done to his car.
It's such a messy thing, too. That's the thing, is if you spill it at all, now you have milk soaked into the carpets or the seats in your car. Get it on the dashboard. It goes down through the vents.
Well, even think about it like this. It's did he pre-pour the bowl of cereal?
Oh.
Or does he have the cereal, the bowl, the milk already in the car?
I mean, listen, I don't really use my glove box for anything these days. I could keep some milk in there.
That's disgusting.
Oh, is it funnier? The idea of him being in his kitchen, going through the ritual of making a bowl of cereal and then being like, oh, look at the time, gotta go, and just walking out to the car with it.
On the other side of things, you know what? We're making fun of the guy. Like you said, he is 94 years old. To not only have the mental capacity to drive, let alone the dexterity to hold a bowl of cereal while driving, it's damn well impressive.
I mean, honestly, yeah, we talk about how most politicians in their late 70s and 80s are too old to be doing politics. But here's a 94-year-old man who's just out cruising the streets, apparently driving with his knees.
If Trump wants another term, I need to see him drive and eat a bowl of cereal.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's time for Brock and Dalby's Draft.
You know, after talking about Shatner and all the texts that we're getting in about weird food to eat while driving, we figured we should just do a draft of the worst or weirdest food to eat while driving.
Yeah, there are so many things that like I even think about, but now they're in my brain, and I'm thinking we could put together some lists. So, rock, paper, scissors for first pick. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You get first pick as always. We'll each go back and forth and take three things, and then we'll see the friends of the show will decide who has the best list.
I'm going to say cereal's off the board because that's how this started.
Cereal's off the board because it's inspired the draft. Thank you, William Shatner.
But I am going to go with something with a bowl and a soup. I'm going to go with chili off the top.
Chili is an interesting choice.
Well, because it's got to be hot, and especially just a bad idea on a road trip in general.
Yeah, you're just making a mess, and then the aftermath of it as well. If you're trapped in a hot car with the windows up.
You get stuck in traffic or something. Oh, Lord.
For my first overall pick, actually, I'm going one step back from you because I think the solid nature of the chili makes it a little bit more stable. I'm just going soup. A bowl of hot soup is dangerous.
I will say, though, I do know there's people that put soup in their like coffee containers in the morning and will actually drink soup on the way to work.
I think if you're doing it out of a thermos, then maybe there's an argument to be made. But even then, like you're playing with fire.
If you spill a hot bowl of soup on yourself, you're screwed.
If you are driving around with a bowl of soup, you have made all of the wrong decisions in your life.
Coming in at number 2, worst foods to eat in the car. I'm going to go with crab legs.
Crab legs, because you got to bust them out of the shell. That's not a one-handed job. Unless you're taking the time at home to de-shell all the crab so that you can eat it on the go. Even then, that's crazy.
What an absolute mess and chaos it would be in the car. And the smell, too.
Dude, you've got your cup holder next to you just full of butter to dip in. For my number 2, similar idea of just like, this is going to be a disaster. Who eats a taco in the car? Specifically a hard shell taco.
I've been there, brother.
And how did it go?
It's always a mess.
It's a terrible idea. I can't eat a taco at my dining room table over a plate without making a mess. Never mind while I'm trying to drive.
Always find lettuce in between the seats like a year later.
Oh, dude, lettuce everywhere, cheese. Heaven help you if you get sour cream down in the car mats. That's not coming out.
No one's going to believe you that it's sour cream either. They're going to think you went to a drive-in movie. Finally, with my third pick, I'm going to go chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Yeah, I've seen people that can maneuver a chicken wing one-handed, flat or drum. It's an impressive talent. But the grease and the bones, if there's a sauce on it, you're having a bad time.
Yeah, you got to have napkins on deck. And then, like, what are you doing with the bones afterwards? I mean, if you've got a little container, I guess.
Right.
But, I mean, going back to the butter thing, you said put a little ranch in the cup holder.
What? And even with the bones, like, okay, you've got a container. What if I have to hit the brakes? That container's going to spill bones all over my car.
Yeah.
I'm going a little bit out to left field for my third pick because it's definitely something most people wouldn't think of, but might actually be the worst food to eat in the car.
What do you got?
Fondue.
Fondue?
You got the little pot, heated up, hot cheese or chocolate, doesn't really matter. You got your little fork while you're driving one-handed, dipping over in the passenger seat.
Got the person sitting in passenger seat holding the hot fondue? Yeah.
Or if you're by yourself, you have to get one of those little like buffet candles that you see when you go to the restaurant to heat it up while you're driving. Disastrous.
All right, run through your picks one more time.
I took soup as my number 1 pick. I went with tacos at number 2 and fondue, easily the worst car food.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know, it was a very close draft this morning, but I'm always man enough to admit when I've lost. W coming your way.
All it took was thinking about the absolute craziest thing you could do in a car, which is eating fondue.
Although someone texted in and said I saw someone eating corn on the cob once while driving.
Corn on the cob is wild. First of all, it's meant to be eaten hot. So are you bare-handing the hot cob?
You can't eat it with one hand. I mean, you can eat it with one hand.
You can. It's going to be messy. And then imagine somebody in front of you taps the brakes and you got to slam on yours.
What are you, throating the cob?
How else are you going to eat it one-handed while you're driving?
I was going to say from the side, but...
Even still, you're taking it in the cheek?
I ain't going to judge the way your brain works, but a couple people saying some basic things. Sub. You ever tried eating a sub in the car?
I've tried to eat Subway in the car before. It never works.
Even worse, pitas, dude.
Dude.
You ever eaten a pita anywhere that didn't just fall apart?
Donair, same thing. All it takes is that one like gap in the paper, a hole in the pita, and then you're in trouble.
Powdered donuts was texted in as well there,
if you're
too.
eating powdered donuts in the car, you deserve the mess that is made. What are you thinking?
You get pulled over by the cops.
I swear to God, officer, it's all sugar.
Now, you know, we got a lot of people texting all this wacky stuff to eat in the car. We've got Melissa on the phone. You eat something very weird in the car. Please share with everyone.
I like to muck some sushi while I'm driving with my chopsticks.
With the chopsticks is crazy.
Absolutely. You just gotta like set a little platform for the little sushi container, and then you just muck your spicy salmon and your California roll and maybe dip it in some wasabi, and you're having a good time.
Dude, I can barely use chopsticks while sitting in a restaurant, let alone in my car.
It's a skill. It's a great skill to have, I must say.
Melissa, can I just say that I think a good rule of thumb for food in the car is if you have to construct an apparatus to hold different pieces of the food, you've gone too far.
Dobby, it's called skill, man. It's skill.
I guess my only question is, you must have a great insurance premium, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's not great, Brock. It's not great.
If this goes wrong, it's all downhill.
Wasabi all over the car.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I know you love a conspiracy theory. I saw what might be one of the wildest ones I've seen in a while.
Lay it on me, brother.
NASA has had to respond to claims that on August 12th, 2026, later on this year, the Earth will lose gravity for 7 seconds, which they estimate could cause up to as many as 40 million deaths when the gravity kicks back in at the end of the 7 seconds and people go hurtling towards the Earth.
So wait, was there actually people that just thought all of a sudden we were just going to float up and drop down?
Yeah, so somebody kind of came up with this conspiracy theory. The idea in its initial form is that two black holes would collide, causing shock waves that would then reach the Earth August 12th, and it would cause gravity to, I don't know, like short out for 7 seconds. It's exactly 7 seconds. And NASA was working on something called Project Anchor to try and find a way to keep us all
strap people down.
Yeah.
Like that guy did with when the hurricane was coming through Florida with his house.
Like the end of Twister, where they lash themselves to the bar in the barn when the tornado hits.
Oh
That's
my God,
weird.
people are so stupid.
So NASA had to come out yesterday and they were like, this is not a thing. Project Anchor is not a thing. We've not designated $80 million. There's no reason for Earth to lose gravity for 7 seconds.
I will say it would be pretty clutch if, like, I don't know, you hadn't cleaned your gutters in a long time. If you could time it out.
And then all the gunk just floats away.
Yeah.
Lands in your neighbor's gutters.
Yeah.
Take that, Steve.
Or I guarantee you, there's a lot of people, if they were in their house, would be like, I really should clean this ceiling fan more often, you know?
You've got 7 seconds to get it. I'll tell you, those first, like, maybe 2 seconds before it became really scary, oh my God, the relief on people like me who have like bad knees or like a bad back.
Yeah.
As just gravity lets go and your body gets to decompress for a few seconds.
I'd be so mad if I had just paid to go to the chiropractor right before that.
Yeah. You start floating up off the table as he's trying to crack your spine.
You know, great time for all the short kings like myself out there, because for once we'll all be on the same eye level.
Yeah. Well, and the good news is you'd have a shorter distance to fall too. Short people would be more likely to survive.
Although imagine being in like a porta potty or something.
Awful. Horrifying. Just you're sitting there, no idea what's going on. All of a sudden, you wouldn't even know that the porta potty was lifting off the ground.
Next thing you know, you're just part of the Blue Man Group out of nowhere.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, We got some great suggestions for worst place to be if zero gravity does hit this August.
Some of you were very creative. Again, the conspiracy theory is that due to black holes crashing in distant space, Earth will lose gravity for 7 seconds this August. NASA has said this is not true. But we don't let facts get in the way of having fun on this show.
My favorite answer comes from Jeff, who said being at a funeral. Could you imagine your poor kids would be like, oh my God, what's going on? Are we all going to heaven with grandma?
You're standing over the casket saying your final goodbyes, and all of a sudden the body starts raising towards you. Like, oh God. I also like the text that said that imagine being at somewhere like a Sea World or a marine land, and all of a sudden all the fish and all the whales and animals start floating up.
On the other end of it, imagine fishing. That'd be the best place to be. If you had your net in your hand and you were like, come here, you.
Yeah, just
like,
put the rod down and start trying to grab as many as you can.
We got another text in here from Sarah who said, imagine changing a diaper in zero gravity.
Just so many things can go wrong in that situation.
Dentist chair was another one too.
Oh, well, I mean, at least hopefully the dentist would be floating with you, right? So like you wouldn't just like float up into the drill or anything.
True.
But then, even then, now you have someone who is almost certainly panicking because we're all floating suddenly, who has sharp, pointy objects pointed at you.
If you're off the laughing gas, what a time that would be, man. Someone said giving birth.
Giving birth would be any kind of like surgical or medical procedure, but it's already a pretty high stress room.
Your baby's tethered like an astronaut to the ISS.
Do not cut the cord. Do not cut the cord.
And then another one of my favorites has to be strip club after paying for a lap dance.
I want a refund.
Do you get the dance when you come back down is the real thing.
I feel like, well, there's going to be some hysteria when everybody gets back on the ground. Not to mention, not everybody's making it out alive, right? Like some of us are going to go up into ceiling fans, crash down onto the floor.
If you could time it out, would you say this is supposed to happen August 12th?
August something, yeah.
If you could time it out where you did go to a gentleman's club and you were able to strap yourself down, and as everybody floats up, you grab all the money that's on the stage.
Again, just like the fishing one, bring a net, except now you're scooping loonies instead of tuna.
You got like 10 seconds to flee as soon as everybody lands.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Here's something very weird. There's all different forms of yoga nowadays. You know, there's hot yoga, but then there's all this other stuff like the goat yoga,
right?
The dog yoga, the cat yoga. Well, in Portland, Oregon, one place has started up snake yoga.
Snake yoga?
Yeah, it's just your normal yoga class, except they have 4 snakes just slithering around the classroom.
No, thank you. Absolutely not.
According to the owner, they say having the snakes in the room helps you remind you of the fears and challenges you can overcome.
Brother, that's just called existing. My brain is riddled with fears and anxieties. I don't need them crawling all over me.
They've got corn snakes, ball pythons, and even some boa constrictors roaming around the room. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm terrified of snakes,
right.
So I'm a bad person to ask about this, but I just feel like the point of yoga is to like kind of reach like a Zen state, like
calm, relaxation, peaceful.
The exact opposite, dude.
You know what this is? This is somebody who tried to open a yoga studio and then had a snake infestation and is just trying to make the best of it.
The weird thing is it's someone who originally opened a pet store that has now opened up a yoga studio.
The snakes got out. No one could get their hands on them. They're part of the club now.
They couldn't sell the snakes? Is that what it is? I also just feel like it's one of those dumb gimmicky things for someone whose entire personality is centered around being quirky.
Yeah, he's so wacky. He even does snake yoga.
Just imagine the snake eyes just like looking at you in that little tongue, just like.
Well, there's even like you go into the cobra or the viper pose or whatever like that. Yeah, you come up and there's a snake in front of you. I'm going to snap my spine.
I feel like this would realistically be better in like a gym setting, you know? Like you put a bunch of snakes under the pull-up bar or something like that.
And now you're trying to get away from them?
Yeah.
No, because then you're going to have gym bros throwing weights at the snakes to try and get rid of them.
Maybe that's it. It's like a CrossFit thing instead of taking the sledgehammer to the tire. Do it in Florida where it's legal. They kill snakes all the time.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's funny how you can just be like casually on the internet and see something that just wrinkles your brain. I saw this meme that was like making fun of truck people saying it's crazy how you'll spend $70,000 on a truck and not do any truck things.
You know what? Yeah, there's so many people that drive a truck nowadays that have never hauled anything.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you see a truck and like it's super pristine condition, and that's fine. Even truck people who use their trucks properly want to take care of the outside. But when you look in the box of a truck and it looks like nothing's ever been placed in there, you're like, why did you even buy this?
I feel like trucks are kind of becoming like Carhartt gear, where it's just kind of a style thing or something that you like. And I mean, hey, everybody's allowed to like what they like, but I get what you're saying.
It can be a little bit poser status. So you buy the truck and the stereotype of like, I'm overcompensating for something, or just, I like to feel big in traffic. And it's like, hey, can you help me move? Oh no, I couldn't possibly, not with this truck.
You got any tools? Got any tools that aren't Ryobi?
Man, why you gotta go after Ryobi tools?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Actually, now that I think about it, tools kind of falls into that same category of like, people will go out and buy a set of tools because they think that's what they're supposed to do, and then still call a handyman to come do all the work around the house.
Sure. I think like the best comparison is like trucks are kind of like baseball caps. Like they're supposed to be used for protection, but it's more or less just like a fashion statement.
Right.
Or, I mean, like you said, like trucks are for guys that just want to feel like a man. The hat is kind of a protection for bald guys in a sense.
That's what I think when it gets weird is when someone will wear a hat, then put it on backwards because they feel like that's the style.
Exactly.
And then you see them like covering their eyes, squinting from the sun. It's like, if only they had built some sort of device that keeps the sun out of your eyes.
Well, I mean, even if you want to keep going on like things that people don't use for their intended purposes, imagine being the guy who invented the computer only to find out that in this year, 2026, everybody's just using it for porn.
Right. Yeah. These things were designed to completely revolutionize data collection and mathematics and science and all these things. And people use them to tell everybody else that they're racist and stupid.
I mean, I'm sure he'd still be stoked on some of the websites he can check out, though, you know?
Hey, even math nerds want to take some time off from time to time.
Who doesn't love boobs, right?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What's a product or thing that people don't use for its intended purpose?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with baby oil on that one.
I would say the majority of baby oil in the world never touches a baby.
Just ask P. Diddy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you worked in wrestling. You probably lathered yourself up in baby oil at some point.
I never had the physique to use the baby oil myself, but I've definitely seen the big bottle of Johnson & Johnson get passed around before the main event, so to speak.
Sure.
Similarly, Grandma Shelley texted in and said Vaseline.
Yeah.
I also feel like Vaseline, it's got like, it's very WD-40 in that it has a million uses, but that's not why they sell it in the first place.
Oh, 100%. WD-40's probably got to be the biggest one.
Yeah, well, I don't actually know what WD-40 is for.
Well, WD-40 stands for like water displacement is what
That's
it originally
right.
was.
Yeah. And then it just gets used for like everybody's got 17 different old wives' tales about what they use it for.
There's a lot of cool ones that I didn't know about. Apparently, Play-Doh was originally made for like wallpaper remover, and now it's just a kid's toy.
Now we just gave it to our kids because we have more effective chemicals to get the paper off
Someone
the
else
wall.
said bubble wrap was actually originally intended to be wallpaper.
Really?
Yeah, and then it's IBM wrapped it in wrapped a computer the first time they were shipping one out
To keep it safe, and everybody
that's
was
how
like,
that started.
"That's a great idea." Interesting. I don't feel like it would be very good wallpaper unless you're in like an insane asylum.
Yeah. I feel like maybe more like an insulation kind of type thing.
Yeah, okay,
but-
you could convince me on that.
Another one that blew my mind is, what a dime bag is, right?
The little, basically like a Ziploc, but about the size of a dime.
Like
Yeah,
a micro
yeah.
Ziploc bag. Apparently, those were originally made in the 50s and 60s and marketed for organizing and storing items like stamps, buttons, and beads.
So they were used for really cool things back then, just like they are now.
Yeah. And then someone grew a plant and was like, well...
I think I could repurpose Granny's old button bags.
And with that being said, we've got someone else on the line. What is something people don't use for its intended purpose?
Coffee grinder.
I have used so many coffee grinders in my life, and I have never once drank a sip of coffee, to be honest with you.
If you asked me where you could buy the beans to put in the coffee grinder, I would say there's beans.
I think the same could be said for food scales at the same time, too.
Yeah, I've never used that either.
Yeah, if you're not doing a lot of baking in your house, you're probably not using the food scale for food problems.
Well, even for baking, you don't even really need the scale. You can just use the teaspoon or tablespoon scooper thing.
That sounds
use enough of them. You can figure out the weight.
That sounds like someone who bakes with his heart and not with his brain.
It's definitely with my heart.
I also feel like there's a whole like market of those little spoons that get sold that don't get used for tea.
Yeah, I just thought of that. Yeah.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
What the hell did you just...
What the is that song?
What did he? All right, we've got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets for tonight's jackpot for What the Meow Reverse Edition, where we ask you to meow a song.
$16 million jackpot up for grabs tonight. Make sure you get your 649 tickets. We are looking for somebody to give us a little bit of Pearl Jam this week.
A song that nobody knows the lyrics to.
Yep.
And I'm very excited to hear all our meow contenders out there.
See what y'all got working for you there.
All right, let's see what these cool cats and kittens got for us here. We'll start with this one.
Meow, 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 meow.
Why does that sound like the American anthem? Did it not?
And the rocket's red glare.
All right, we'll start with another one here.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow,
More
meow, 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 meow,
Okay.
meow, 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 meow.
A little bit of Pearl Jam in there.
Some hard mouth smacks on that one.
If you'd ever wanted to know what a cat would sound like singing ahead of a football game at the Super Bowl, that's what it would sound like. All right, we got this one.
Hey, this is Chris, and this is my meow.
Okay.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Wow, meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Wow.
It makes as much sense as the lyrics to Yellow Ledbetter.
It sounds like the theme song to a Power Ranger spinoff.
All right, guys, once again, this is how the song actually sounds.
Right.
We got more coming in here. Let's
Okay.
see if someone can nail this. What's this one?
This is Skaggs. Meow, meow.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow.
There we go.
Oh.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, contender right here. Skaggs never disappoints when he gets through.
That's good.
Okay, 762-555. Remember, let us know who you think should win. Okay, we do two more.
This is Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow,
Oh,
meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Thomas
meow,
digging deep.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Okay, another true contender here.
Thomas up to 2 packs a day.
I'll play one more.
Meow, 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 meow.
Ooh.
Meow, 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 meow.
I believe that's Blake that sent that in. I thought that was pretty bang up.
That was
Those
good.
last three.
Yeah, it's Skaggs, it's Thomas, and it's Blake. I believe that, like you said, that's the third one. I feel like Skaggs went for it at the end, but kind of lost me. You know what I mean? He took a risk. I'm more Thomas leaning, I think.
I'm Blake leaning right now.
I'm okay with Blake, to be honest. Blake was a lot more melodic.
Skaggs, Thomas, or Blake? What do you guys think? 762-555. Here's a little bit of Skaggs.
Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, and here's a little bit of Thomas.
Meow, 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 meow.
And here's a little bit of my man Blake.
Meow, 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 meow.
What's the text line looking like there, Dalton?
It's definitely a leaning more Blake. I did see one text that says Thomas sounds like he hurt himself.
All right, Blake, my man, you get yourself the ding and the round of applause.
Very well done.
$100 in Lotto 649 tickets is coming your way, my man.
And you know what? A little slice of that round of applause for Skeggs Thomas and everybody else that sent in the voice memos, whether they were in contention or you're just playing along at home. We appreciate you.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Uber Eats is celebrating their 10-year anniversary in Canada, allegedly claiming that they've made 1 billion deliveries.
That sounds about right. I've done my part to get that number up there. So.
True. They released a bunch of interesting stats about things that Canadians are ordering. They've got the top 10 most ordered items in Canada. What do you think is number one?
I would have to assume that it's burgers. Just feels like a lot of burger places are on Uber Eats.
Burger is in at number 2. It goes burrito bowl number 1, burger 2, chicken sandwich, bagel, breakfast sandwich, nuggets, chicken and rice, pad thai, shawarma, and then poutine at number 10.
I guess not surprising, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but the slop bowl being number 1, that's just kind of like that was the big craze in 2025.
They actually say that was the most ordered food in 2025. The most ordered side dish, people after my own heart, I'm in this stat line, garlic dip, actually, there.
I love the idea of referring to garlic dip as a side. Like it's a part of the meal
it's
itself.
Necessary. It's 100% necessary, especially with pizza.
Oh, absolutely. Actually surprising to not hear pizza higher on that
True.
list. Yeah.
Well, the most busiest day of the week was obviously Friday, which that makes sense. They say the most expensive order of all time over the 10 years that Uber Eats has been around is someone in Toronto ordered $6,000 in burgers and fries one time.
Damn, that must have been a hell of an office party.
And then they did some interesting stat lines here. Apparently 82 million burgers have been sold on Uber Eats over the past 10 years.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like between like McDonald's and Wendy's and Harvey's, like A&W, there's so many burger places. And then you get into like the local places, the mom and pop shops, and who doesn't want just a burger hot and ready at your house?
Which is weird. With 82 million burgers, only 60 million orders of fries were added on there, which you'd think usually people be comboing it up. But
some people like onion rings. That's an option.
True.
Some people just eat garlic dip, apparently.
But the one that I thought was really funny is they said over the past 10 years on Uber Eats, Canadians have placed 16 million orders for bananas.
Oh, with like the grocery store orders?
Yeah.
How many of those bananas do you think ever made it off the shelf?
You know what? How many of those bananas ended up in a freezer somewhere because someone said they were going to make banana bread, you know?
I know. I'll ask the Uber guy to bring me some bananas. I'm totally going to turn them into muffins.
A moment of silence for all the fallen bananas in our country right now, please. Thank you. Thank you.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather Wednesday? Would you rather Wednesday?
All right, let's get weird. 762-555. First one in here says, would you rather die in quicksand or an avalanche?
Oh, I would probably say...
Avalanche is like a cooler death, I guess, like... not temperature-wise, but
right, yeah.
But at least the story, you're probably doing something gnarly, snowboarding, hiking, or something.
I'm going to die no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Because what I've learned as I've grown up as an adult is that it's actually pretty hard to die in quicksand. So I would probably choose quicksand because I think I could get out. But if I have to die one way or the other, what a miserable, awful, slow way to go. Like, I feel like at least in an avalanche, there's a chance it ends quick.
Yeah, but then you also hear those stories of people that are stuck under the snow for days.
Yeah, but I mean, just slowly choking on sand sounds so much worse.
Someone said, would you rather get notified every time someone has naughty thoughts about you or get notified every time someone talks bad behind your back?
Oh, no, I hate when my phone's going off all the time, so I'd take the naughty thoughts one for sure. I'm not getting any notifications.
Well, I mean, if someone's talking bad behind your back, like,
right.
It's not a phone notification. You just know if someone's talking ish about you.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to... That's what I'm saying, is I would rather not get the notifications from people because no one's going to be talking about me sexy. My phone would be blowing up if it was people talking about me.
I feel like the sexy one would... maybe bug you because you'd get the wrong people thinking about you.
You look at the phone. Ew, stop it. Don't do that.
Yeah. Or like all of a sudden you're at like a family event and you're like, why? Why is my aunt thinking this?
The one upside to having the like notification anytime someone is thinking sexy about you, if you're in a relationship and you struggle sometimes knowing when your significant other is in the mood, this would tell you. You'd look at your phone, run upstairs, run to the bedroom.
I feel like that would ruin a lot of relationships. Do you know how many people would just be like, wow, I don't need you? It's like 5 people that have been thinking about me today.
If you're in that situation, the relationship probably not all that strong.
Someone said, would you rather have to answer every phone call you get or reply to every text within 5 minutes?
I mean, I could do better at replying to text messages.
I'll say there's a loophole here. Answer the phone call because you can just answer and hang up.
That's true.
Technically still answering.
I don't actually have to talk to anybody. Also, the majority of calls that I get are like work related.
Or scam calls.
Which that is also fun. I do like screwing with scammers when they call. So yeah, I think I would rather answer the phone.
Final one here. Would you rather have Gordon Ramsay as your personal chef or Guy Fieri?
I feel like Guy Fieri would just be a lot more fun. You know what I mean? And also, I know Gordon Ramsay runs these Michelin star restaurants and all the TV shows and all that stuff.
Some of that food looks like it sucks.
I've also watched that man make one of the saddest looking grilled cheeses I've ever seen.
Like, you ever go to a fancy restaurant and you pay $200, whatever, and you're like, it wasn't enough.
You know what I will say, though? Have you actually ever seen Guy cook?
No.
You know, now that I think about it, like he runs the grocery games and he shows up to other people's restaurants. I don't know that I've ever watched Guy like, all right, today I'm going to show you how to make a blah, blah, blah.
I trust him to order skip the dishes for me, I think.
That I'm willing to let him find me some diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Want to be part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.